Seahawks and their Tennesse Titan kind of stay over here with their 15-16 loss to the Titans. Now, in terms of the exhibition, they've got one more game left, and that will be next Saturday when they take on the Cleveland Browns. So let's go to some of the post-game video.
Very pleased with the tackles. Time to step it to the next level, communication-wise, blitz, coverage, play recognition. It's almost like, hey man, you're not a rookie anymore. Like you gotta grow up fast. You gotta be ready to go if your number's called. So, hey, let's go, man. Let's not be settled with making tackles in the preseason. And that's since I've known him. He's just great attitude, great spirit. Plays physical, plays the way you want. Great mentality. The guys love him. Plays fast, communicates well. So he's had a great game.
Could you get much of a sense of the guard tandem that you went with?
I don't know. I mean, it felt like it was going all right, but we hadn't had a chance to talk about it, and but it'll be fun to watch it and see how it looks. But it felt like it looked good.
Was there a different perspective for you not calling the plays on defense tonight? Did it give you a more overarching look at the team line?
Defensively, I'd say it's tough not to call it. I'd say offensively about the same, but thinking about where you're going to call next, things like that didn't really speed up your between series process. But it was a great opportunity for those guys, and I thought they did a great job. Calls were in fast. Good idea. It's interesting to see some of how they approach some of the situations, which kind of opens up for some discussion on how we want to do it. So overall, I thought it was really positive. It was a great experience for those guys to game plan and then call it on their own.
He's had the nice touchdown catch. He seems to be getting a lot of catches in practice and games now.
Yeah.
What do you see out of him?
Well, Sam likes going to him, so and he makes plays when he's given the opportunity. So, be able to execute. I don't know where we snapped that ball, but once you get to the red zone, that's an opportunity to finish the drive as you get the ball down the field. I think we're running the ball pretty good. And that's going to be definitely a point of emphasis for us as a football team is can we close out drives and close out games, because these games will be close. We're going to have a lot of these during the season. You want to be on the good side of these things and figuring out how long it is, so we might have to do something, but we'll know here and now. Like coming across the country, practicing at 8 a.m. your time, just keep answering the bell. Us as a coaching staff, it's our responsibility to find the corrections and make it right with those guys, but it's their job to have the right mentality and make sure that they're executing on their end. So really the message from here is, can we take that step? Can we fix some of these things that we made a mistake with today? And so we can close these games out and make that jump as a football team. I'd say overall, net positive. I mean, a lot of the things we came, just same things, Bob. We said why we wanted to come down here. Fortunate to come out relatively healthy. I felt like we got great work with really all 1s, 2s, and 3s and special teams. Great to go against somebody else, like we said, and then it was cool just to spend time with one another. It would have been great to put an exclamation point on it and come out with a win, but just kind of leaves us hungry for more moving forward. So, but net positive for the whole team. Ready for week one here for sure.
And just with Pharaoh Brown.
I've always did, even since I was a kid. That wasn't taught at all. And I'll be honest, if it wasn't. It was just something that I pride myself on in my game. Never letting the DB know when the ball is coming. So that was kind of a routine thing for me. The lay hands.
That play as a whole, just I guess take us through the kind of the whole thing. You got down there. Kenny, I think, had a couple of runs that kind of get you down there, and you had first time.
Yeah. Well, they showed up in man. Didn't see a safety over the top. Obviously, I ran the go route, but I was hoping Sam would give me a chance. There's other guys on the field running routes too. So you always got to run to expect the ball. I beat him off the line and seen the ball in the air. And I was like, just had to come down with it.
You've worked with Sam a lot, obviously, in training camp and the first preseason game. What was tonight about as dialed in as you've seen him?
Yeah, for sure. I love the way he competed tonight. That's my guy. On and off the field, we have talks about what we're going to do every game, every practice, and he has confidence in all the guys. So, and we have confidence in him, and he showed, what type of quarterback he is.
How did you establish a rapport with him? Is it just a matter of working together so often in practice?
Yeah. It's his practice, and after practice we get reps in too. Just making sure we're always staying crisp. He knows what I'm doing. He knows what I'm thinking. I know what he's thinking. So when the games come, it's easy. Far ahead. You know what I'm saying? I treat every day as it is. We try to get better each and every day. Thankful to God to be in this position, however it, pans out. I'll be grateful. I'm just, grateful to be here. I know what it feels like to be on the outside looking in. So just to be here another year, just like I said, I'm thankful, I'm grateful, and I'm blessed. I feel like they never know what's coming. We go tempo. I just feel like it's a receiver's dream, to be honest. And I think our running backs are 11-2, so I just can't wait to see how we progress moving forward.
Getting that.
I think it's really beneficial for us as a club, especially a lot of guys, even like some third and fourth year guys, we've never had a joint practice. So, it was big for me being able to, see a different color all week and not practice against each other. So I think it took the edge off on that piece a little bit. But I think it was very productive for us to be able to go up against someone else all week long and then use that preparation to prepare for the game today. I think it was really, really big.
Going into your second season, where do you feel like you've grown the most?
I think just my pass rush, being able to develop that was huge for me in the offseason. That was huge for me in the summer. Being able to develop that part of, my big thing is power, so being able to work off of that, and now being able to try to start finishing, and, just be a little more agile around the quarterback and being able to stay on my feet. The place for us, I think, is good for not only the edge backers, but the entire defense, but he definitely puts us in position to be successful every single time we step out there on the field, no matter what. So being able to take what he gives you and being able to play that and, just knowing what you have going on a daily basis and come down and just trying to be productive every single day and take the good with it all. Just from, having that first meeting with him in April to now, I think the understanding of the defense, the understanding of the scheme across the board is really, really good. I think at the edge position we actually do a lot more, so it takes a little bit of stress off the inside backers. I apologize, but I think it's really, really good. I mean, we're growing, we're rocking and rolling, and we're going to take what came with this loss and see if we can do better and come back out and be ready for Cleveland next week.
Just kind of here for a few days, everybody bonding more, but I say for joint practices, felt good going to get some of this other than yourselves. I felt like everybody, try to see where everybody was at from here to there. I say it's been a pretty successful trip for us.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty solid. We'd like to finish that drive. I think it was kind of middle of the second quarter. We'd like to finish that drive with a touchdown, but for the most part, I thought it was pretty solid. We'd like to score a few more points, but that's the only thing I would say. We had like a 2-minute drive situation at the end of the half, and that's something we work on a lot in practice is, those tempo, those 2-minute end of half, end of game situations. We spend a lot of time doing that type of stuff, so it's something we're very confident in, something that we feel like is definitely a strength for our offense. I think everyone feels pretty comfortable when we go up tempo, how we drill those things in practice. So when we come out here to the game, it's really not much different. And put a good ball on tape, and complete the football, and try to move my team down the field and score points. And I'm just trying to be as consistent as possible, and just trying to help this team, win games. Pretty good. I feel like in both these two games, I feel like I've made some pretty good decisions for the most part. I'm sure looking on tape, maybe we'll see some things that I could have done differently. But it's also good to have things that you can improve on. So we'll look at the tape and see how we can.
All right, so there you go. I mean, you heard from Howell, you heard from Mike McDonald. What are my quick takeaways? I thought that this was the best game Sam Howell has had as a Seahawk. Numbers, he was 11 of 14, 153 yards. He was sacked twice, 1 touchdown, and he had that, that really good pass over there in the end zone to Easton Winston for the touchdown. And that kind of just showed just in terms of what, his ability when he's on fire to look down there, go through his progressions. I also thought that Kenny McIntosh's running complemented the Seahawks offense. What you saw today is what happens when the offense, the run game, and the pass game. When you saw it for the third, fourth drives there, the first couple drives, I thought that he was Sam Howell was a little bit shaky. He got comfortable in it. I remember the Seahawks, Mike McDonald, they threw out there kind of Anthony Bradford and Christian Haynes at right guard and one at left guard, because both of them are, in this battle. And I thought that was an interesting shuffle there, because it goes back to what McDonald talks about in terms of competition. If you play, you can get on the field. The other thing one thing that the Seahawks didn't do so well, I didn't think the defense tackled very well at all. I mean, I know that there was Ty Okada got the interception, but they just didn't tackle very well, and that was something I'm sure that the Seahawks, Arden Dudden will take a look at. They'll look at the film and say, you got to the point of attack, but you can't overrun that play. You have to get to fundamentals. So, it's an exhibition game, but, it really kind of, I asked Mike McDonald talked about, going from week 1 to week 2, the team made that. And he said, it's our job as coaches to get him in the right place. But he said he's pleased with the team's mentality. And you really felt that. I mean, I think as McDonald talks about stacking plays, that's really what you felt like today. Yes, the Seahawks lost, and yes, the offense didn't but they didn't finish some of those drives, as Sam Howell said. You also heard, the defense. There's a couple times there that they could have stopped the Titans, obviously, but, it's an exhibition game, lesson learned. And up next, as I said, is next Saturday. Seahawks will host Cleveland. They'll go back to practice on Monday. We'll have more videos for you. But, again, you go up to CascadingSports.net, and that's where the written stuff is. But for CascadingSports.net, I'm Asvita Mara Eric. Live here in Tennessee.